Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Business Communications online at Ozarka College. Today what I thought I'd do is give you just a short introduction to this class and just kind of show you where things are and go over the course syllabus with you, which is very important to look at. So when you first go into My Ozarka, you'll notice that you'll see a list of your classes there, and of course if you click on this course, this is what you'll see. You'll basically see the introductory screen for this course, and you'll notice there are announcements at the bottom of the page. So any information that I need to share with you during this semester that's very important that I want you to know will be shown under announcements there. But basically it just has information about this course at the top there. And then you'll notice on the left hand side of the page there are links to allow you to navigate to various parts of the course page in My Ozarka. So it starts with activities and goes all the way down in alphabetical order there. Okay. What I want to show you first today is the course syllabus. So find the syllabus there on the list of links there, and at the very top of the syllabus you'll notice it has obviously information about this course. Also has information about me, my phone number, my email address, my office hours, and so forth. So just kind of look through that. And most of you are probably not on the Mountain View campus, obviously, since this is an online class, and so you're probably not going to be able to come by in person to see me if you have a question. So feel free to make an appointment with me to meet virtually if that's what you want to do. Of course, you can also just send me an email when you have questions and so forth. But all my contact information is there. And you'll find as we go through the semester that I'm very good about getting back to you very quickly. I check my email several times during the day. So normally I will get back to you within a few hours at the very most. Unless it's on a weekend or late at night. And then obviously it's going to take a little bit longer. But if it's during the day when I'm in my office anyway, I'll usually get back to you very, very quickly. Okay. This particular course, this business communications course, I've only taught it a few times during my 25 years here at Ozarka. But when I have taught it, I've really enjoyed it because I know that it is a critical course for business students. It definitely helps you when you get out in the business world. And so for that reason alone, I really enjoy teaching this class. I have taught this class the last couple of fall semesters. Like I said, I really do enjoy teaching it. The course description there, just kind of read through that when you have some time. Basically, this class, as the name implies, is going to basically teach us about various methods of and forms of business communication. In other words, communication in a business environment. And a lot of people think of communication as just either speaking or writing, but it includes more than that. There are also some nonverbal elements to communications that we'll talk about. There's also reading skills, listening skills. There are psychological principles that come into play when we talk about communication. So we'll discuss all those, and we'll also have some projects where you'll get a chance to take what you've learned from the class and apply it to a particular real-world business type of document or activity. And I'll explain more about the projects a little bit later. The rationale, obviously, I think most of you can probably understand why you need to take a business communications class. Obviously, communication is critical in business. And it's not just external communication with your customers and your suppliers, but also internally inside a company with your supervisors and the employees that you're a supervisor of, and all your employees that are in your particular place of employment. There's a lot of communication that goes on, and it is critical to the success of a business. And we will talk about each one of those and learn some skills to help us improve our communication skills. All right. So then I'm not going to read the outcomes to you. You can just kind of read through those. They're very closely tied to what I just talked about with the course description and rationale. So you can just kind of read through that on your own. I'm not going to waste your time reading that to you. The textbook that you need for this class it's called BCOM, which obviously stands for Business Communications, and it is the 11th edition. All right, and it shows the ISBN number there. So when you go to either the bookstore, the college bookstore, or some other source to get your textbook, just make sure that you take this information with you about the textbook and check the ISBN number. Make sure you're getting the correct textbook for this class. All right, and this is what the textbook looks like. There's also a little icon, little picture, a thumbnail that shows what the textbook looks like, but I thought I'd hold it up to the camera here so you can see it. But basically, just make sure you get the correct textbook for the class. We will use the textbook. I know maybe there are some other classes where you have to get some materials that may or may not be used. For this particular class, you will definitely be using the textbook, so it is a critical resource to purchase. Okay. Of course, since this is an online class, you're also going to need to have a reliable computer with internet connection, either at home, or if you don't have that at home, you're going to have to come and use the college computer labs. We do have computer labs on each campus. So just kind of be aware of that. All right, the next item on the course syllabus is the methods of instruction, and I'm just going to kind of let you read through that. Basically, since this is an online class, we're going to, of course, submit everything online, and all of the instructions for all of the activities will be online, and I'll show you where those are in just a minute. So basically, we will do everything online, and so that's going to be the main kind of way that we, the method of instruction for this class is it's going to be through the course website and email and so forth. In other words, electronic means. So just kind of read through that. I'm not going to read it to you. You can kind of ask me questions if you have questions about it. The evaluation procedures is the next section there on the syllabus. And this is probably the most important part of the syllabus. Because I know as a student, because I was a college student myself one time many, many years ago, and the first thing I wanted to know when I went to class on the first day was, okay, how's my grade going to be determined in this class? Well, this kind of spells it out for you. You notice you've got basically in this class, we've got assignments, which make up the percentage that particular group of activities makes up of your total grade. Final grade is next to each of the types of activities. So assignments, discussions, we'll also do chapter test, we'll have some projects, and I'll be telling you more about that as we go through the semester. And then we'll have a midterm exam and a final exam. Okay? And I'm not going to go through, I'm going to try to make this video not so long, so I'm going to not spend time going over each one of those with you. What I would like you to do is read through this on the syllabus and just let me know if you have any questions. It's pretty well self-explanatory, but And when you see the instructions for each one of the activities, it'll be pretty obvious what you need to do for each one. So shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I'm just going to let you read through that. All right, the grading scale. This is the standard grading scale that you see in most classes. So it's not any different than what you've seen for other classes that you've taken. So that shouldn't be any big surprise there. So just let me know if you have questions about that. The makeup policy, basically for this class, what I try to do is give you plenty of time to submit each set of activities. And so because of that, I generally do not allow makeup work. Now, if you have a special circumstance that you think warrants me considering allowing you to turn something in late, then just send me an email, let me know what the situation is, and then I will look at that on an individual basis. But just in general, I do not allow makeup work. So just read through the makeup policy. It's pretty well self-explanatory. Attendance policy, just kind of read through that. Basically, for an online class, since we're not actually meeting in a physical location, we're doing everything electronically online. The main thing is to stay on top of things by logging into MyOzark and logging into this particular course at least once a day. That's what I would say is the minimum. Log in and check things once a day, if nothing else, to remind yourself of upcoming due dates, and also to read any announcements that I've posted, and just to kind of stay on track and make sure that you're keeping track of everything. Okay? So that's the attendance policy. Academic integrity. The main thing here, and I always make a point in all my activities for all my classes to point out on each assignment, each activity, that it's important to use your own words, and make sure that you're not plagiarizing at all, whether it's through just doing Google searches and finding stuff online, or using AI to generate answers. All those things are tools that you can use to learn the material if you want to learn the concepts. But when you actually turn in an assignment or an activity for this class, I'm going to expect that you have turned in your own work. So just be careful. Make sure that you're not violating the academic integrity policy of the college. So just carefully read through that section on the syllabus and let me know if you have any questions. The last several parts of the course syllabus are just pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to let you read through those. Let me know if you have questions. All right? All right, so that's the course syllabus. Again, make sure, I know I went over it very quickly, I just hit the high points, but I want you to actually take some time the first week of class to carefully read through this, because this is kind of like a contract between you and me. It lays out my responsibilities as well as yours as a student. And so it's very important that you understand what's in the syllabus, what the guidelines are, what the basic procedures are for the class. Okay? All right. Now, in addition to the syllabus, I also today wanted to show you the activities page. So going back over to the navigation links over here on the left-hand side of the page, the first link there is activities. That is probably the link that you're going to use most often this semester, because it has basically all the assignments and tests and projects and so forth, discussions on it that you're going to be completing as part of this course. So let's go ahead and click on activities. And you'll notice the first week of class, there's basically 3 things listed under week 1. There's a getting started link, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. That just kind of has it has a link to the course syllabus, which I just showed you. It also has a link to the schedule, which kind of shows all the activities that we're going to be working on this semester, and so forth. So there's a getting started link. There's an introduce yourself discussion. And what that is that's a place where you're going to introduce yourself to the class, basically, just as the name implies. You're going to introduce yourself to the class, and I'll show you more about that in a minute. And then the download Office 365 is a link where you can download the latest version of Office for free. As a student, you are able to download Microsoft Office for free, so that you can then use that program to complete the work for this class, because we will be using Microsoft Word for some of our activities. We will be using Microsoft Excel for some activities, and so forth. So it's important that you download that software. All right, so of those 3 things under week 1, the only one that you're actually going to have to turn something in for is the introduce yourself discussion. So let's go ahead and click on that real quick. Basically here what I've done is I've introduced myself to the class, giving you a little bit of information about myself, and then I want you to read through that and then click reply, and reply with information about yourself. Obviously your name, what your major is, where you're from, maybe just a little bit of history of yourself if you've lived in different places, and so forth. Maybe some of your hobbies, some of your interests, what you hope to do as far as a career, what is your, for example, dream job after you graduate from college. So just those types of things. And as we go through that discussion the first week of class, I will also be sharing some more information about myself as well. And it's just a way for us to get to know each other a little bit, since we're not actually meeting in person. This is just kind of a way for us to at least get to know each other a little bit before we actually get started on the course. All right? So that's the introduce yourself discussion. And again, that is due the Friday of the first week of class. So classes start on August 19th, Monday of next week. And that introduce yourself discussion is due by that Friday of that week, which is August 23rd. All right? Now, one of the other items that I talked about under week 1 is getting started. That link, when you click on it, you'll notice it has a link to the schedule for this class. And all that is it basically lists all the same activities that are on the activities page, but it's in a format, it's in a Word format that is easier for you to print out, and it's formatted a little bit better if you want to keep that printout with your book, so that you can mark off the activities as you do them through the semester. I know some students like to do that, so usually I will provide that printable version of the schedule just as a convenience for you as a student. So you don't have to use that schedule. Everything's on the activities page. But I know some of you like to really stay organized, and so that printable schedule can help you do that. And of course, you also notice there's a link to the textbook information there as well under getting started. All right, let's go back to activities. The other thing, again, the other item under week 1 is the download Office 365 link. So when you get ready to download the software, if you don't already have it, just click on that link and read through the instructions, and you'll be able to download the software that you need for this class. Now, the first set of activities from the textbook that we will have due for this class will be due under week 2. All right? And that gives you a little bit of time to get your textbook and get ready to to start on the first set of activities. So under week 2, you'll have chapters 1 and 2 assignment, test, discussion, and then there's the case study that you'll need to read before you do the discussion. Okay? And I'm not going to go into each one of those. I'm just going to let you kind of explore those first week of class here. Just go through and click each one of those. Read through the instructions. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, you'll notice as we go through the semester that I'll be sending out reminder emails. Normally, I'll send out a reminder about 4 or 5 days before a set of activities is due, and then I will send out another email the day before, and then usually the day of a particular set of activities is due, I will post an announcement. So you should get plenty of reminders, and again, that's why it's important to log in at least once a day just to get those reminders and make sure you stay on track in the class. That's really all I have for you for today. I don't want to make this video too long, but welcome back to Ozarka for this academic year. I'm really looking forward to teaching this class this semester. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Oh, by the way, if you do have questions, use the course mail link over here on the left-hand side to send me course mail as far as any kind of question that you have about this course. All right? That way I'll know, when you send it through course mail, I'll know which class it pertains to, and it'll have your name on the email. If you send an email to my Ozarka email address, I may or may not be able to figure out who actually sent it and what class it was sent for. So if you would, when you do have questions and you want to send an email, use the course mail link over here on the left-hand side. All right, so that's all I have for you for today. So enjoy your semester, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.